Hey everyone, this is Natasha, Star Diamond coach and founder of Stunner Squad. It is fall classic again. So I just wanted to go over 10 quick tips. That was 5. This is 10. But 10 quick social media tips that I think can help every single one of us and just be a little reminder to even coaches who have maybe been doing this for a while, but things that I see often throughout social media from my own coaches, downline, and just other Beachbody coaches in general. So this is just a quick tip and reminder of 10 things that you can do right now this month in order to help build your business and find success. So number 1, first and foremost, make sure that you are posting at least 3 times a day, usually no more than 5 times a day on your Facebook specifically. You want to be relevant, however, you don't want to be overwhelming. So make sure that you are posting often enough that you are relevant so that Facebook's even considering anything that you're going to put out there as something that might be interesting enough to share with your friends and onto their Facebook wall. With that being said, number 2 is make sure that you're only posting 1 to 2 of those posts to be anything about Beachbody, fitness, health, recipes, workouts, whatever. Especially if you are just beginning your journey with Beachbody, or if you have never really had anything to do with fitness or health before, you don't want to sabotage your market and completely turn them off so that they don't want anything to do with you. So at this point in time, I've now been coaching for just around 2.5 years. I've worked my market to the point where I can post sometimes once, sometimes 2 times, sometimes 3 times a day about any of those topics, but I try not to do too much more than that and still make sure that I'm talking about number 3, which is myself. Make sure that you know who it is that you are and make sure that you're talking about those things because you want to attract people who are like you. So you need to share your story and share with people who exactly you are. So for me, that means, I'm talking about my family, I'm talking about my kids, I talk about emotional eating, PCOS, being a stay-at-home mom, having a husband who travels for work. Like I'm by myself 4 days a week. It's kind of hard sometimes, but anyway, just talking about your hobbies. Like I'm kind of a DIY crafting mom when I can find the time. I love my wine. I love my coffee. I love vacations and fashion. Like those are things that I live for. So make sure that you talk about who you are and don't try and be somebody else, but just be you. So along with that, number 4 comes, make sure in order to add to your network that you are joining groups that have something to do with one of your interests. So I like to take one of my interests like a month. Sometimes I go a little longer, sometimes a little shorter, depending on how big the group is. And I will join a group that has something to do with whatever it is that I like. So a few months ago, while I was planning our Disney vacation, I joined like a Disney World, like I Love Disney World group and a Disney Cruise group. And I just asked all of my questions in there. I made sure I checked in every single day. I added that to my to-do list and my power hour. And I became really well known to all of these people so that I was answering questions, I was asking questions, and I became relevant. So when I felt that I was seeing the same names over and over and I connected with someone, I sent them a friend request. And when I did that, it was never odd or weird or out there. They totally understood because they felt the same about me that I had felt about them. We connected on some sort of level and they had recognized my name and I felt like I was a friend to them at that point in time. So to add that and then have them start to see my news feed where I'm talking about my life, my kids, my hobbies, and then eventually jab, 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 right hook, my fitness post or my next challenge group or free group or whatever, they were way more willing to do that because I built up some sort of trust. So please make sure when you are joining these groups, though, that you're not going in there and spamming them. You need to build these relationships and you need to find people through there, take them onto your personal page and continue to build the relationship and then send an invitation in that sort of way. Number 5, please make sure that every single post you do counts for something because when you are taking time to build these relationships with people on things like that group in the Disney group that I just did. If I were to suddenly come back and invite people to my page and I was talking about hate and anger and annoyances and I didn't have kids and I hated Disney or anything like that, it would just not make any sense. So I need to make sure that if that's something that I'm interested in, that I'm definitely going through and making sure that I'm still talking about those things on my own page, right? I'm talking about my kids and my family and all those things that connected me together. So I'm very much aware about what it is that I'm posting on my Facebook. I make sure that every post counts and that I'm speaking to my target market every single time that I have a post. I have an avatar, a girl that I have created. I know exactly who she is and I know exactly who my target market is. And when I post, I'm writing to her. I pretend she's my best friend sitting across from me, and I'm writing out to her something that I would send to her in Messenger, or I would be talking to her right in front of me. Okay? Number 6, please make sure that if you see a post from another coach that you connect with or you really love and everything they write, you feel like they're speaking to you and you feel as though it's something that would speak to your market, save it off. Definitely go ahead and use something, save it so you can be reminded, but make it your own. Don't ever share. Like, don't click that share button, whether it's your upline, your downline, anybody, because that's not going to help you and your business and what you're trying to, create and obtain and reaching your goals. That's only going to help them. Okay. So make sure that you're never sharing a post. Save it off. Use your own words, make it sound like you, make it your own, and then post it to your page, okay? Number 7, please make sure, like I just said, that you're using your own photos. But what I mean from that, not just sharing somebody else's, but not using stock photos, okay? When somebody sees a stock photo, and if you go back and think about before you were a coach, or even in general, every time you see like a commercial stock photo for anything, you automatically, if you're interested, go straight to like Google, right? Like, if I saw a Yankee candle, okay? If I see this candle, like a commercial for it, and I think of it later, or even like, I hate clicking on links. I'm just kind of weird like that. So I always go to Google and just Google Yankee. So if somebody were selling this out of their house and they posted this stock photo, they would totally miss out on me because I would have no clue that they were actually selling it if they used this stack, because I'd see the picture, my brain works like that, I'd go to Google, I'd look for it, I'd buy it, I'd be done. Totally cut out that middleman. So make sure that you're not using stock photos. Yes, they're there, they're great, they're cute. If you're going to use them, make it just like a part of a collage. But honestly, it's so much better to just go like this, like, this is my Shakeology. This is mine. I'm drinking it. Make sure you're using your picture, because when people are buying from you and they are coming to you, it's not because they're 100% sure that the product works, or even that maybe they are 100% sure, but instead of going to Beachbody or instead of going to maybe 10 other coaches they know, they came to you because they trusted you, they saw you, they've built a relationship with you. So you need to make sure that you are sharing you, and make sure that you're using your own pictures, okay? Number 8, make sure whenever you are doing these posts that you give a call to action. Obviously, you're not going to do that in every single post that you make. Like, you're not going to talk about your kids and give a call to action, right? So please make sure, though, that when you are posting about this month's sale, or you are posting about your next challenge group, or you are posting about a free group that you're going to be running, always say something in the bottom that says, comment, like, message me, send me an email, like whatever, so that they know that's what they need to do in order to take the next step. And you can always say, like, if you are interested in learning more, comment below. If you're ready to sign up right now and take advantage of this, message me now. If whatever it is, it doesn't have to be, don't talk to me unless you're ready to commit this second, right? Just give them a reason to respond. Then number 9, this is important, okay? Please make sure when you're doing your post that you give that call to action, and do not post your link. Do not consider posting your link a call to action, because all that's going to do, kind of like I said earlier with number 7, all that's going to do is create kind of a skeezy feeling for people, like, oh, this is just another sale, or they're going to feel like just yucky, okay? You'll never have the opportunity. If somebody is interested and they see that link and they're weirded out by it, or they think, oh, I'll do it later, and then they just forget. First of all, you never know that they were interested. Second of all, if they're on the fence and you never have the conversation with them, you don't know their why. You don't know what made them interested. You don't know anything about it. And third of all, if they've never talked to you, you don't even have the idea that they're interested at all. So if they are ready, but they forget, and then things just like go on, and then the sale's over, that might be enough to not let someone jump back on. So you need to make sure that you're never posting that link, but always posting a call to action so that you can have a conversation with someone and know that they're interested, so that if they're not ready right now, you can follow up with them later, whatever needs to happen, right? So the last thing, number 10, is I want you to make sure anybody who does respond to that call to action, or if somebody has a question at all, like, hey, how much does this cost? Or does this have to do with those shake things or whatever? Make sure you always respond saying, hey, you know what? I'm going to message you. I'll shoot you a message, or great question. Let me respond, like check your messages or whatever. I always, always, always respond in a private message for a few reasons. One, I want to get to know somebody's goals. I want to know why they're interested. I want to make sure that this is the right program for them. I don't want someone who has issues with knees and their back surgery, or has 300 pounds that they need to lose, coming to me thinking that Insanity is the right choice for them because they saw me at almost 300 pounds doing Insanity. It is not going to work for everybody. So I need to know exactly what it is that somebody's working towards so that I can help them find success, right? The second reason that I always respond to somebody personally is because I never want someone else to be on the fence or have questions and think, I think I might be interested in this. And then they see me say, oh, the price is $225 to somebody else's question. And then they go, whoa, never mind. I don't have that kind of money. Because then I never know that they're interested when it's on sale. I may never be able to even follow up with them. You just don't want to turn anybody off before you even get a chance to talk to them, so that maybe this isn't the right program and it's too expensive or it's too high impact, but there's another fit out there that could be perfect for them. But if you never get to talk to them, you'll never know. So those are my 10 top tips right now, especially for Fall Classic and going into this month. It's the second of the month. We have the whole month ahead of us. Please make sure that you utilize these. If you have any questions, go ahead and drop me a comment below, or feel free to email me or reach out to me on my Facebook, Pretty Fit Mom. If I'm one of your coaches, you know where to find me. Or if you're one of my coaches, I should say, you know where to find me. I'm always here to help. And I'm so excited for all of us to rock November. Okay, let's do this, Stunner Squad. Have a great day.